All right, Malika, welcome to a Saturday night in Phoenix. Another gorgeous day in the Valley of the Sun. Now we have just a little more than a month to go in the regular season. And tonight, two teams with high hopes for long playoff runs. And that includes Jason Tatum and the Celtics. A couple of bumps this week on the road, but it's been a magical regular season so far for Boston. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant and the Suns once again this week showing that real potential. The key, can they put it all together for the playoffs? And good evening, everyone, with JJ Redick and Doris Burke. Mike bringing on hand. Lisa Salters with us as well.
And connectedness. You recognize a 5-alarm fire. All 5 guys are paying attention. A layup could happen. We're going to converge and get to the right spots. You can then go to the best defensive backcourt in the league. They are all individually exceptional. Drew Holiday at the top of that list. They very rarely have to double because their backcourt is so good. But beyond Derek White, who leads the league as a guard in block shots.
18-8 over their last 26 games, and it starts with Kevin Durant, one of the best individual scorers in NBA history. Phoenix has shooting. They give him space to operate. And if you do send help, Grayson Allen is leading the NBA in three-point percentage this year. Most importantly, for their championship hopes, their defense has gotten better each month this season.
Meanwhile, Devin Booker has mentioned out his 4th straight game with a sprained ankle. With more on the Suns, let's check in for the first time with Lisa Salters. Hey, Lisa. All right, Lisa, in St. Louis, proud of both of them. Our primetime matchup featuring two of the NBA's brightest stars facing each other for the first time this season. Boston Celtics, Phoenix Suns coming your way next.
NBA Saturday Primetime on ABC is presented by Wingstop. Bring the flavor. This presentation of NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by Wingstop, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. In the Valley, the path has been daunting.
They have the hardest remaining schedule in the entire league.
But special players welcome a challenge.
Playing against some of the teams that's going to be there at the end of the season, it's going to be a great test before we head to the playoffs.
Tonight brings the true test.
Jaylen Brown with the finish.
All season long, the Celtics have set the standard for excellence.
In simple terms, we got a really good team.
This is our time, and we need to take full advantage of it.
With the postseason in sight, it's time to see how you measure up.
At the buzzer, he got it.
Going into the playoffs, you got to hit this steamroller head on. We got to be ready to go.
The Celtics and Suns, now.
Playoffs not that far away, but so many huge games left to play in the regular season. Celtics and Suns on NBA Saturday Primetime, presented by Wingstop. Some spectacular scenery in the desert. And on this Saturday night, some big-time NBA basketball. And it's going to be a sold-out crowd at the Footprint Center. And that includes, yes, the traveling Celtic fans. They've been everywhere on the road this season, and they are in force tonight here in Phoenix as their team continues their West Coast swing. Boy, that's a lot of Celtic green here in the Valley of the Sun. Starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. Celtics, though, missing a key starter. Kristaps Porzingis, a late scratch. Hamstring, nothing serious. Al Horford will start for the 24th time this season. And as we mentioned at the top, no Devin Booker, so Beal, Allen, O'Neal with Durant and Jusuf Nurkic. As we said, so many important games right now. Kevin Durant and the Suns, they're 6th in the West. 5 minutes gone by. A 1-point lead for the home team.
Let's learn a little bit about Jusuf Nurkic. He was born in Bosnia and Herzegovina, drafted in 2014 by the Bulls, 16th overall pick, and he was later traded to Denver that night. He played 3 seasons with Denver and then 7 seasons with the Trailblazers. He represented his home country in Eurobasket in 2022, was traded to the Suns in September as part of a 3-team deal, and has made a huge impact for Phoenix, especially, Mike, on the boards.
So, Mike, we're going to look at the differences between the way these two teams win. Boston obviously leads the NBA in three-point makes. They lead the NBA in attempts. They're one of the top teams in percentage. Look at how many mid-range assassins there are for the Phoenix Suns. You're talking about 3 of the best mid-range guys. So if you send 2 to the ball against the Boston Celtics, it usually means trouble. They send 2 to Jason Tatum. I want you to watch Derek White and the subtle look left to the corner. That little look is what sold it and allowed for that pass. Just beautiful basketball.
Tomorrow night, ESPN and NBA doubleheader, 7 Eastern, Sixers and Knicks from New York. Then at 9:30, Timberwolves visit the Lakers. We're here in Phoenix, and it's with a somber tone, JJ. I tell you that North struggling from 3, but Tatum and Brown with 15 combined points. Scored 15 points already. And Boston with an 8-point lead, their largest of the game thus far.
Boston Celtics bench off to a good start. 15 early points. Luke Cornett with 8 of those. Here gets behind the defense, gets the lob pass from Drew Holiday. And then watch this, Peyton Pritchard. Left to right cross, split stance, Hezzy. And then uses the off-arm shimmy to create a little separation to score over Drew Eubanks.
White and Holiday combined 13 points and 9 assists. Celtics by 11. Well, next weekend, ABC's NBA Saturday Primetime in Los Angeles. Warriors and the Lakers. Our coverage begins NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern. Tip-off shortly after 8:30 as we check in with Lisa Salters.
Hey, Michael.
All right, Lisa. Scoring numbers not as high as it's been, but he might be having his best all-around season. Some special basketball for Jaylen Brown. At 18 first-half points for the Boston Celtics. Meanwhile, Derek White doing a little bit of everything on both ends of the floor. Boston up by 12.